So one thing that I noticed amongst the trading community in the trading industry is a lot of traders have a lot of green trades, but still aren't profitable as a trader. So that may sound a little weird to the ear because you're like, okay, if majority of his trades are green, even 80% of his trades are green, and only 20% of his trades are red, how is he not a profitable trader? That doesn't really make sense. Well, I'll tell you something that a lot of traders are struggling with, right? You hear this a lot, let your winners run and let your losers cut short. But the one thing that I'm gonna tell you is, to make this sound a little bit easier to your ear, is don't hold a trade for 10% when it's green and hold a red trade for 20% when it's red. And of course, if you continue to do that, you'll always be red in the end because your reds are always larger than your greens. So that's the one thing that traders don't really, recognize or notice right off the bat is, yes, you have a lot of green trades, very good as a trader. You want to see that. That's consistency. And you have, only 20% or 30% of your trades being red. That's very good as a trader. That's very good stats. Now, there are a lot of things that still go behind that, right? How big are your winners? Are they 6%, 10%, 20%? And how big are your losers? Now, at the end of the day, yes, you can have majority of your trades being green and only 20, 30% of your trades being red. But if all your reds end up being far more bigger than your greens, then obviously at the end of the day, you'll always be red as a trader. So yes, I just had a 20%, 30% trade on Amazon. I just had another 20% trade on Apple, and then the next day I lose 40% on a Tesla trade, and now I lost majority of that profit, and I'm slightly green. And then the very next day I might be going for that revenge trade since I lost most of those profits, and now I lost another 30%. Now I'm red overall, right? So one thing that traders don't really see is, yes, you can be very consistent as a trader, meaning you can have a lot of green trades and you can have very little red trades, but if your greens are always less than your reds, you'll never become a profitable trader. That doesn't mean hold your trades longer, go for that bigger percentage every single time. That has nothing to do with that. What it really means is, if you're gonna cut your trades at 10% and you wanna stick to that because that's what's working for you, you need to make sure you stop your losses at 10% also, or slightly above, obviously, or slightly less, right? So if all your green trades are 10% and then you end up cutting your shorts at 5%, you'll always be 5% greener after every trade. So be consistent, knowing that there are things that go behind just being green and red, or majority green versus red. You do need to focus on how much you're actually winning on your green trades versus how much you're actually losing on your red trades, which people don't understand.